Hello, my lovies. Hello, my tea stirrers, my coffee drinkers, and my wine sippers. Today, we're going to show what bad place us Black people are. We need help. We need help. We need therapy. We need parenting classes. We have to, it's like this dysfunction pass on from generation to generation to generation to generation, and I blame the mother and the father. Even though the child is majority with the mother, I blame the fathers too. It takes two. It takes two. How can a mother destroy her child? As well as how can a father let a child get destroyed? Dr. Mira, I need you on this one. I need you on this one, sis. I need you on this one. Oh, okay, no problem. But we as a people, we have to do better. We got to learn how to talk to our children. Us men have to stop, oh, baby mother, the baby mother, the baby mother. You so much infatuation. You so much in your mind about baby mama so much. Do y'all know what your children is really going through? Do you understand the pressure that the mother has with all the pressure on her own to raise these kids and got to go through every step of this childhood, teenagehood, adulthood, and how being that she hasn't learned, she keeps repeating what was taught to her. So when does the man say, listen, I don't care how big you are, I'm stepping in? Or when do they find a way, let me reach out to my child? I would deal with the mother. That's a different, but let me see what type of state my child is in. When does this happen? I always blame the mother and the father. I never say, oh, the father's not there, or I don't go, oh, she's a bad mother. We have two bad parents here. Two bad parents. Some of these mothers are so much under pressure, they lash out on their kids. They lash out. And they're thinking that they are good mothers, but really they're not. But we're going to watch this video and we're going to look at this dysfunction that we have in the Black community. This is very dysfunctional.
I've been fucking sweeping up since I came in the door. One piece of egg, really, Olivia. I picked up more than some fucking egg. Yeah, okay. You sitting up there lying. You know I picked up more than an egg. I picked up more. She ain't gotta get up off of shit. She ain't gotta get off a motherfucking thing. You motherfucking right, bitch. I like a clean house. I like a clean house. Clean. You're a fucking shit. You're a fucking liar. You see how disrespectful this motherfucker is? She ain't got no respect for nobody but her dumbass friends. That's all she got respect for her dumbass friends. She don't respect me or her siblings. This is what she does. This is what I shouldn't have to show you no respect. You're in my fucking house. You are in my house. I don't have to show you no fucking respect. I don't have to show you no result. Well, you need to find you somewhere else to go then. Find you somewhere else to go.
That's a mistake right there. Just because a child is in your house, that doesn't mean you don't talk to them respectfully. This did not start yesterday. When did the mother talk to the child like this? And when did the child think that it was okay to talk to her mother back like this? So there has never been respect in that household. And then calling your child all out of their names. If anybody want to come in, and the link is in the chat, y'all want to come in and discuss this, we have to start discussing more of this, because this is what's going on in our community. We have to start discussing this a little bit more. She called her daughter all types of names, and the daughter's still sitting there arguing back. And it's all because the daughter doesn't want to clean up or whatever. But because she didn't want to clean up and you're tired, does that mean come in and take your frustrations out on her? Is it a better way she could have spoken to her child? Or maybe they never learned how to speak to each other. But you don't call your child out like that. And like I said, when did the daughter ever think that it was okay to talk back at her mother like that? We're going to let this continue.
And all of this will be, you don't have to sit up and worry about me complaining about my fucking house getting clean, complaining about your son putting shit on my couch, complaining. That ain't complaining. That's telling you to be a fucking parent. That's telling you to be a fucking parent, Olivia. A parent. No, he not. He's a fucking lie. No, he not. No, he not. How you good? How you good, Olivia?
Now you notice the mother is talking to her daughter disrespectfully. Do you also notice that the daughter has a child? Where is that child's father? See how this goes down to generation. She didn't know how to raise her child. Now her child brought her child into the mother's household. We now have 3 generations. We now have 3 generations of dysfunction in this one household, including the mother has other kids also. And look at the behavior that they are displaying to the other kids. And if you can see the video, you'll notice if you look in the mirrors that you can spot the mother and the other kids in the background. But this is 3. That's not good, and she probably doesn't. That's the problem, Dr. Mirror. They don't know. They don't know no better. They don't know. They don't know. So now these younger kids is going to pick this up too. Let's finish with this dysfunction.
How he good? Tell me how the fuck is he good? How? No, he's not. No, he ain't. He ain't forever shit. No, he not. No, he not. Not. This what a bitch do on live, disrespecting her mom because she don't get no fuck. I show them to show the fucking world on Facebook how disrespectful your motherfucking ass is. I don't get no fuck about you going live. You think I care about it? Don't. No. I don't want no cookie because I tell you to get your ass up and get your son for fucking up my house. You getting an attitude because I tell you to get the fuck up and get your son for fucking up my house. I shouldn't have to tell you shit, bitch, because you should be doing it. You fucking. Nah, ain't no dust. Ain't no dust. Clean this motherfucking shit off my couch that he put on my couch. I just.
Hey, Sister Douglas, these are things that we don't like, but it must be discussed. This dysfunction we don't like, but it must be discussed. It must be talked about. We cannot, we may not like what we see, but we can't push this or sweep this under the rug. This got to be discussed. We have this needs to be put on blast. This is our behavior, not ours talking about me and you guys. I'm talking about us as in an entire. This is our behavior. This is us as a whole community. This is our behavior. This is the generational curses that we really need to be talking about. This is when a father is not around. I'm quite sure her father wasn't around. Then her daughter thought she was grown and went and had another baby. Now that baby, she had a baby. She's still in her mother's household. She wasn't grown enough to get her own apartment. She just want to sit around and do nothing. The mother doesn't have any skills where she even knows how to talk to the child. And the daughter, being that the mother never knew how to talk to her, look how she talks right back at her mother. Right back at her mother. This is dysfunction to the fullest. And yes, I want to be covering more things like this because we need to look at these things and see, how can we change this? But we as Black people need therapy. We need therapy real bad. They're doing that more often. I also can't understand the filming of it. You don't publicly try to shame your family dysfunction onto of dysfunction. But that's what's happening. But a good thing they're filming this so we can see how screwed up we are. The good thing that it's bad thing that they are taping this, but this is good that so they showing us this is what happens behind closed doors. This is what we need to see. This is what's happening behind closed doors. Maybe so, but online is not the way for me. This goes too far. I see it enough of my life. Yeah, you're right, Sister Douglas. I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing anybody's personal feelings. Well, what I'm saying is that this is what's happening. This is what we see. This is what needs to be discussed. We need to point these things out. Maybe they'll watch one of these videos and then people talk about it and care. Some of us who, try to act like everything is, but our community is not. Our community is not as a whole. As a whole. And there's plenty more videos and tapes like this with dysfunctional mothers. With dysfunctional mothers and deadbeat dads. This is the products of dysfunctional mothers and deadbeat dads. Yes, it's me, Sentiment. We've been at this point, sister. We have been at this point. We have been there. It's just that now we have social media. Now we see it. Now we get to see this. Or we can remember this is what went on at our household.
Country up, Olivia. I just scraped all my pillows up and shit. I got all my pillows. What does? I scraped up a lot of shit. You want me to put in? I need to go in the garbage can to show you what I scraped up. Ain't no dust. Ain't no dust. Yes, it was. Yes, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was chips and every fucking thing. Off the fucking. I just got it off the floor. Olivia put them in the garbage can. I put them in the garbage. Yeah, because I got the shit up. That's why. Because I got the shit up. While you sitting there on the phone, like you doing that on the fucking phone. On the damn phone.
Now, do you see her son saying, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy? You see that she's not even paying her son any mind. And she still look young. She may be in her 20s or something. And the little boy's, Mommy. And she's too busy on that phone. So so now you're going to see how dysfunctional she is to her own son. You think that she would have picked up her own son and hugged her own son and stopped arguing with the mother? Do you think that the mother, when she seen the grandson, hey, for Socha, hey, sis, do you think the mother, at some point in time, both of them are adults? Hey, Brown Bella, You think at any point in time somebody would have stopped and had more control and had more control because little kids are in the house? But this is what our dysfunction looked like. We have to do better, people. We have to do better.
All she does all day and let her son just run around and fuck up. See, all she do is sit up on her fucking phone. You on the phone, focus on your goddamn child, not that phone. No, you don't. If you did, my house wouldn't be fucked up. If you did, I just got the shit up. So then I just cut all the shit up. I just cut all the shit up off the floor. Sit the fuck up on my fucking couch. Sit up or get the fuck out my front because I'm tired of y'all motherfuckers. Get the fuck up out my fucking front. I just clamped it up when I came in the door. I just clamped it up, Olivia. All the shit he had on the floor. All the shit. It was more than one piece of egg. It was a fucking lie. It was more than one piece of egg. That's the second time I done dumped the damn dustpan. And that's the second time I dumped the fucking dustpan, Olivia. That's the second. Every time I tell her to clean, get your son. This the attitude that I get. This the attitude that I get when I tell her to get her son from fucking up. This is the attitude that I get from a grown ass 20-year-old. From a grown ass 20-year-old, because the bitch don't give no fuck. You don't. You know you don't. That's why you ain't got shit and you ain't gonna never have shit. You don't got shit, you stand in my house. You ain't got shit. I got everything in here that belongs to me. Everything. Everything. What do you got? He paid my rent, boo-boo. He pays my rent. He pays my rent. He pays my rent. Yes, he does. He pays my rent. What nigga that you not gonna pay your rent? What nigga you not gonna pay your rent? What nigga do you have that's gonna pay your rent? You still staying with your mom. You still staying with your mom. You still staying with your mom. I always throwing Raymond up in conversation. Raymond ain't got a motherfucking thing to do with what's going on right now. What Raymond got to do with it? What's Raymond got to do with it? I'm throwing you because I'm talking about your child. Go on and walk off, Miss Olivia. Go on and walk out. You can't talk about me, bitch. You stand in my house. You stand in my house. You can't talk about nobody. Who? Who you talking? Who you calling the bitch? Who you calling the bitch, Olivia? Who you calling the bitch? Who you calling the bitch? See, I can look at this shit. This is the shit I'm talking about. She got some shit all on the fucking floor. This what I'm talking about. She not cleaned up behind her son. It's just some shit all up in the hallway.
Yes,
she just sit her ass up on the fucking phone. That's all the bitch do, and let her son fuck up. Every day, all day. That's what this bitch do, but she's in my house.
Nice
you in my
house.
girl. No, I don't stay with you. You was in my house. I pay all these bills. I pay every bill in here. Every bill in here, bitch. You don't pay nothing. You a leech. You a leech. That's what you is a leech. A leech with your nappy-headed ass. That's what the fuck you is. A leech. You want them fucking leeches you can't get rid of. That's what that bitch is, a leech. But then want to sit up in your house and talk shit to you while you stand with me rent-free and ain't paying shit. No rent, no NIPSCO. You don't have me pay a motherfucking thing up in here. So you ain't got a motherfucking thing to say to me about nothing in here. If I want my shit clean up my motherfucking shit. Get the fuck off the phone, bitch. Get the fuck off the phone and stop letting your son fuck up. Stop letting your son fuck up. That's all you do is let him fuck up all day while you sit on the fucking phone. My house was so motherfucking quiet when your ass was gone. It was quiet when you wasn't here. Quiet. You sit up all day on a goddamn cell phone. Who does that with a 2-year-old? Just let him fuck up every day. Just that. Look, she fixed this shit this morning. This shit's still sitting here. Table ain't been clamped off for 2-3 days. She sit up and let this baby eat off this nasty ass table. Who does that? What parenting skills is that? No parenting skills at all. None. No parenting skills. Nasty ass table. She ain't even dumped the baby food. The damn food still sitting here. Still sitting here. I bet you my dish is clean. I bet ain't a dish in this motherfucking sink. You know what? It's one in there because my daughter fixed a fucking noodle. She gotta clean that shit. I'm not.
Woo.
Sis.
Yes, I'm going there with I'm going there with these videos. This is the function we have in the Black community, and we got to start talking about it.
Sis, I had to come up on this one because I'm like, there's so many things wrong, and I get you are frustrated, the mother, And I understand that, your frustration is probably reaching all-time high, but in front of the baby on a live,
And the other kids.
and the other kids being around the house, like, this is something you need to sit down and calmly talk to your children about. Have a come to Jesus meeting with them and use your words. You don't have to curse and carry on to get your point across. You can display your displeasure with what's going on without having to do that.
Ooh. And as you see, it's 3 generations in that household. 3 generations. The mother and her kids, and now her daughter, which means she had the son when she was 18.
Oof.
Which means she never taught that child any responsibilities.
None.
And my thing is the mother, when did he get to, the mother must have always spoke to the child like that because she's frustrated. There's no man in the house, or the daddies are not there. And when did it get to the point? When did it get to the point that the daughter felt that it was okay to curse and go right back at it with the mother?
Yeah. I mean, I could never.
And Lord knows my daughter, you can't never, with kids, you're going to always hurt their feelings anyway. If you're a good parent, you're going to hurt their feelings when you're correcting them. But to go at them like that, that's something I would never do.
No.
I would never talk to my child like she's worse than somebody in the street. You give people in the street more respect.
Exactly, right?
And then she never taught her
on your job more respect than you do to your own family that you birthed and brought into this world.
Honey, and then as you see, the daughter's going right back at her. So the daughter must have always been giving her problems. Maybe she should never have let her daughter back in her house with her kid. Maybe she should have had her daughter go into the system and get her own apartment and be grown.
Right.
Because all of this is frustrating. Now I have to take care of you. You're not eating my. See, when single mothers get so frustrated, that's when they become bad mothers, and without even knowing. And a lot of them don't know, hey, I need help.
Right.
People think that, oh, these strong Black women. No, we're not. We may put up a good front. We may have to act like that. We may have to even be like that. But in reality, we're not. We're human beings. We need help.
Yeah. No one can do it alone. But the fact that there's so much dysfunction here leads me to believe like there's no one that the mother can talk to. There's no one that the daughter can talk to kind of ease the tensions a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That this is why I'm going to start doing more extensive work like this, because I'm trying to explain to the Black folks we need help. As far as therapy, we need therapy bad, because we have to find out, where is this anger coming from, and how did it get to this point? Because as you see, I don't know if all of them kids got the same father or different fathers, but if you heard daughter saying, well, look at your man, and your man ain't this, and your man ain't that, and she like, well, he paid the bills. So which means we don't know what type of mother she has been, and we don't know what things she exposed them children to when they were smaller.
Right.
So maybe, but my thing is too, I always blame the father also, because I'm sick of hearing about she bitter. That's played out. How do you not worry about the conditions of your child? Have you ever thought about the conditions of your child? Have you ever manned up and said, let me step in? Because a woman will back up.
Right. But I think too, there's a lot of men out here who don't want to be fathers, were put into positions where they are now a father, because again, you can't tell a woman what to do with her body. And if you got her pregnant and she now says she wants to keep it, you're now a father, but you're not ready for that responsibility. So a lot of them just leave the woman alone. They don't interact with the child. They don't want to provide anything for the child because they didn't want the child to begin with. So you're starting off on the bad foot because you and he never sat down and said, this is what we want to do.
But you got to remember that because they have kids, we got to forget they're still kids too. And they're doing what kids do. Even though a baby now is involved, that doesn't switch on their maturity. It doesn't switch on their maturity. That they're still kids.
Absolutely. They're still children having children.
Right. Remember, she's just 18, and which means the boyfriend most likely is between 18 to 22.
Mm-hmm.
Between, say most likely, we don't know. So he's doing what an 18-year-old does. He's out there doing, and then a lot of these kids, especially the ones that's 16, 17, who's having these babies, and you want them to take up and be responsible. How can that be? What job are they getting? They only can get a part-time job. They still have school, and they still have a lot of more girls to get with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They still have a lot of more. And the females may be mad because now they're stuck with the kid. Well, so then now they get so frustrated, and all this pressure is on them. They take it out on the child because now their life is stuck because they're in their mind, I'm stuck with this kid.
Right.
Why he get to go live his life.
Exactly. But that's the price you pay when you lay, huh?
That's what Mama tried to tell you. We didn't listen. We got Lisa Darby. She said, my daughter put her hands on me. I never disrespected my daughter, but she had friends with her. My daughter disrespected me so bad. I'm still hurt over that.
Oh,
my daughter's not the easiest. My daughter's not the easiest, but I think, no, I would lose my mind. I won't talk to her to show her never put your hands on your mother, no curse you. I had no idea what I would do, Lisa. I can't tell you what I would do. I have none, because even if you're a bad mother, you still have the frustrations of being a mother. You still have the frustration of that child crying, doctor's appointments. You got to get up and cook. You still got to do things, except for you cook whenever you want to cook, but you still have to eventually feed. These are all the things we still have to do, even if you're a bad mother. Right. And then, so which the father doesn't have to go through all of this.
Right.
But,
Lisa, I agree with Kim. You have to set a precedence. That cannot stand. She cannot disrespect you in your home in front of her friends and get away with that. Under no circumstances. Now, I understand you didn't want to, probably, hurt her feelings or, make it escalate more than it probably did already. But the fact of the matter is, she now thinks she's on your level.
Mm-hmm.
She can talk to you and put her hands on you when she feels like it.
No, she thinks she's above the mother now. She thinks the mother is the child now, and she's the adult.
Right.
Now I can say whatever I want to say. You want to do what I want you to do, because I control this house. I rule this house. That's what happens when a lot of, like, especially when you have boys and you don't have nobody to help you with them boys, and that testosterone start kicking in. When my son testosterone started kicking in, I went old school. I threw sneakers on, the sweatpants on. I'm like, what up? What up?
Straight up and down. So let me tell you, I have 2 children, and my son is the oldest by 7 years, almost 8, and my daughter is the baby. So when my son turned 14, he started wilding out a little bit.
That was my son.
My husband was out the house at that point, and we were in the process of getting a divorce. And I know part of it was him acting out. But he started, skipping school. He was always an A student. I'm getting calls from the school saying he's, not in school, whatever. So I had confronted him at home about it. And he called himself getting, testy with me. And he pushed me. And I said, oh, just one moment. I'll be right back.
I don't want to laugh. Sorry.
Because where it's going, girl. I'm from Brooklyn. My mama's crazy. My daddy crazy, and my mama is certifiable. So I said, hold up a minute. And I called his dad, and I called the man that I was seeing at the time. And I told them, y'all better come and get this boy, because I'm putting on my sneakers and my sweatpants. I'm putting my hair in a bun. My earrings is off. And my Vaseline is on.
Hello.
We gonna get to furniture moving in this piece right now. And they both came to the house. And I said to him, I said, you got two choices. You either roll up out of here with one of these men, or I'm going to move all this furniture out the way, and we going to get to scrapping. Brooklyn style. And you going to see.
Honey, I had to go Brooklyn style on my daughter.
I don't have the time nor the patience.
My daughter
have grown up with everything. And you think you're going to disrespect me by pushing me? Who do you think you're dealing with? Do you know who my mama is? Do you know my mama is straight up crazy? You know your grandmother needs meds, right? You know that.
God.
Right?
Oh, God.
He started crying and telling his dad, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. And he's like, nah, son, you got to go with me tonight, because your mother is already there. She might wake your ass up tonight with some hot grits. Talk about, I ain't finished with you yet.
I remember when my daughter tried me. She was 13. I did the same thing. And when she saw me come out with that headscarf, it's Brooklyn. We got to go Brooklyn. Yeah. When she saw me come out with that headscarf, and then I went in her face like I just rolled up on her. I said, if you say one more word, I cave your effing chest in. I said, I take your sight. I said, even if you breathe hard. But I was younger then. My daughter didn't have a chance. But my son, I'm older, but he could have got it too. But baby, nothing that I raised, nothing
will ever.
Not saying that we're better than you, Kim. We're not comparing ourselves to you, Lisa. So we're not saying that, we're stronger or whatever. We're just saying we're a little bit more crazy. That's right. What we're saying.
Right. We from Brooklyn, Lisa. So forgive us.
Yeah, exactly.
Did I mention my mama certifiable? I might have mentioned that.
We drink that Brook. And then what the kids don't realize is y'all don't know the younger me. Let me get the right drink. So y'all see the older version. I don't have that drink and stuff, but I know what drink to drink now. Let me get the right one.
You dealing now with a calmer, gentler brown girl, Bella. She's refined now, and she talk about makeup and the really bougie stuff. But Shannon from Brooklyn, yeah.
You don't want y'all
don't want that. She is nothing nice.
Leave Shannon alone.
Leave Shannon from Brooklyn alone.
Y'all deal with the bouginess, and y'all better like her.
Brown girl Bella.
That is so true.
Shannon don't play that.
Lisa,
sit her down And you don't have to raise your voice. You don't have to, get all, upset. Take a deep breath, but you put that pinky up at her and you tell her under no circumstances will she do that again, or she will be embarrassed. Okay? And if you can't feel like you can do it, I'm gonna give you my IG. It's Brown Girl Bella. Call me, girl. Call me, girl. Tag me in.
Honey,
Tag me in. That's unacceptable.
And then I always tell my kids, I said, if you ever put your hands, you need to forget me. Forget we ever existed. Because if I don't care how old you are, my locks will change. You are out my door. You will now have a new life out there. Mm-hmm. But you will come back to me a whole different kid when life hits you.
Okay.
You will come back to me on your hands. Mommy, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. When you realize the world don't love you, only your mother put up with you, and the world don't love you, and everything that you get away, like even with the daughter, who else house, we may not, her mother is embarrassing. Yes, her mother is. But the daughter got to realize who else house you going to live in like that, rent-free with the kid and dirty and nasty. Who else going to put up with that but your mama?
Exactly. So wait, let me tell you what happened at the end of the story. So the next day, my ex-husband took him to school. And he went to school. One of his friends, I forgot what his name is. Dewan, I'm sorry, that's his name. So Dewan came into school too. He was one of the other boys that was playing hooky or whatever. Well, his mother came up to the school with a belt and beat his ass in front of the whole entire school. I'm not talking just pop, like little tap. I'm talking well on his behind, like back in the day. My son called his dad. When his dad picked him up, he was crying, talking about, I'm not gonna do that no more. That mom came in and Dewan got a spanking in front of the whole school. I don't want that to happen to me. Da, da, da. He was like, yeah, because your mama crazy. Your mama crazy enough to do just that. So he called me up. I want to come home, mommy. I want to come home. This is the next day afterwards. He was like, I want to come home, mommy. I'll never do that again. And he never did. But he remembered that Dewan spanking.
She said her husband passed away in 2002 on Christmas. Sorry to hear that. And I raised my kids alone. Now I take care of my 2 grandbabies. Lisa, you is too nice for me. Okay. Matter of fact, come get my grandkid and my son too. Come get it, because my daughter be like, oh, come get your grandson when I'm ready. when it's grandma time, or if you have to work or you physically have to do something important. But rather than that, no, I'm not. No, What was this old saying about
babies? You had the baby.
What was that old saying? Two women can't live in the same household at the same time. Something like that.
No.
That was sad. Well, both of y'all get a menstrual. 2 women cannot live in. It's only 1 woman in the household, and when it's 2 of them.
That's right.
But hey, Sean Davy, I love your show. And thank you for not striking my channel, because sometimes, yes, I use your stuff. So thank you very much. But
right?
you gotta take the but your commentary on Kirk Franklin yesterday was extraordinary. You did the damn thing. You broke it down to the T. You broke it down to the T. And he also said hello to you, Brown Girl Bella.
Hi.
There she go. Hi.
Now I'm back to my baby. Hello.
Now she's Brown Girl Bella again. I had to pull that same move on mine. I pulled right up to my mom did.
Yes,
I
cinnamon.
used to go to my daughter's. I used to have to go to my daughter's school, and I had the red carpet. Actually, I used to have to show ID and stuff. I didn't have to
Mm-hmm.
show. I didn't have to show none of that. I just had to they just wrote, and they always just say, well, don't tell her. Every I don't from second grade until to 10th grade or 11th grade. For some reason, every teacher would say, well, don't tell her I called you. It wasn't me. Right? They didn't want to deal with the ramifications of her going at them for them calling me. So I had to protect the teachers too.
Mm-hmm.
But I went there, they gave me she's in the bathroom. But don't tell her I told you.
I know that's
Oh,
right.
hey, Dr. Amira, how you doing, baby?
Hey, Dr. Mira.
Hey, what's going on? Shoot. I'm babysitting right now. They better hurry up and come get this little boy because they had to work today and they got another one on the way. I'm like, y'all better hurry up, come get him. He been whining the whole time. I'm like, mm-mm. So
Thank you, Kim. But how do you feel? How do you feel about this part that we see so far? And how do you
I don't
feel
want
about
no parts of that. I don't want to be friends with the mother, and I damn sure don't want that daughter around my daughter. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but you gotta remember them the things for me working with kids, that all sounds good, but you can't it's like them kids aren't in the school with your kids. They are you see them kids in the store. You can't whatever you teach your kids, once they walk out your door, it's out of your control. It's out of your control. I've seen a lot of good girls who used to start it out sitting at one table, and then the bad when they had to do certain things, they get to know these bad kids. A lot of times I had to intercept a lot of stuff so they wouldn't bring the bad stuff to the good kids. I had to intercept these things. Like whoop. But I'm just saying this is the state that where we are in, but we try to hide. We try
Well,
to
my
hide
my
under the
kid is
cover.
my kid is only gonna sit in school until this 6 month, probably a 6 month period, and we really probably gonna do from at home. That's kind of what I'm feeling because I don't like a lot of how a lot of these children roll and their parents roll. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, I don't like the way the school system is set up. I don't like the way that they label children. You know what I mean? Some of these children have a lot of behavior problems. Sometimes it's due to mostly it's due to their environment. It's because of what they've gone through. And sometimes it may be some mental things, but if you work with them, you never know. Sometimes you never know what a child been through. And sometimes you would think a child is labeled this way, and then when you see a child on paper, you like, oh my God. And then when you see them in person, it's nothing like that. And sometimes teachers will mislabel children, but in this particular case, oh no, I'm not getting ready to be rolling with nobody in my house, sitting up in my house, eating my food with they children, not cleaning up. They got to go. Um, and
Yeah,
first
but
of all, my children can't come back and stay with me. Not my grown children. Oh no.
yeah, but as we see, the way the mother is even talking to the daughter, that means she never spoke to that girl with respect anyway.
No, she didn't. She got a mental problem because calling her B
Sometimes it's not.
and
Sometimes
nappy
it's not a
head.
mental problem. Sometimes it's just you don't know problem. Like you were not
That's
taught
what's
how to raise kids. It's a
dysfunction.
pressure
It's
problem.
dysfunction.
Yes, the
Her
function.
mama probably talked to her like that. That's probably how her mother talked to
Exactly.
her, and that's how her mother's mothers talked to her. Sometimes that's generational stuff, and it's just something I've never called my daughter out her name. I wanted to pop her upside her head a couple, back in the day, but
Yeah.
but as far as calling my daughter out her name and sometimes I do have to get with her because she would talk crazy, or I might have to hang up on her a little bit because she a Pisces. So sometimes I have to kind of get away from her when she gets really negative, and when when she come to her senses, she calls me back and apologize. She be like, "Oh, I just don't. This is just messed up," and I have to like chin check her, some way because she likes attention. But she
Mhm.
likes it. But no way, in no way, shape, or form have I called my daughter bees, nor if my mother called me bees, or if I've ever spoken to my mother like that. We
Right.
never had that type of relationship. My mother was a school teacher, by the way, and she would always a lot of times she would even bring home her students. I didn't like that. I hated that. But but because I didn't like sharing my stuff. I'm like, I'm an only child. Why are you here? Go
Yeah.
pick up my
Always
but my
y'all
mother
too. Stand up.
but my mother would always, explain to me when I was young, about, how her household was horrible and, and the things that she went through, and she was just trying to help. I still didn't care. But hindsight after looking at it, I've been around people who parents talk to them like that, and there wasn't an environment I wanted to really go into because that's not where I'm from. And then I would go into that type of environment, and then the parent would be like, "What, you bougie or something? What, you bougie?" I'm like, one day I told the parent, "Yes, I am bougie. I'm not used to these accommodations, and I'm like, I want to go home." I called my mother, told her to come pick me up because they want for to be listening to that woman call her daughter a bee and all kind of stuff. It's just something that I'm not used to, and I'm rough. I talk rough, but it's just on certain terms. I don't talk. First of all, I speak to my husband like that. I don't talk to my mother like that. I don't talk to any of my aunts or any family members like that. And I don't talk to people friends that I like. I don't call my friends bees and things like that. Now, if I
Right.
don't like you, I definitely probably will call you that if I don't like you. But that's like street talk. That's because you don't like a person. You might have to get with a person. But under no circumstance, that's like hate. Am I right? Am I tripping? Maybe I'm dysfunctional. But I just don't like though. I don't like to hear parents call their children those names or be that aggressive with them on those terms and be so rough, because what you're doing is you putting them back into the world and you making them future drive-by shooters. I'm just being real. You're making them into future gangbangers or future prostitutes. You making them into something that don't need to be, and nobody wants to deal with that. Nobody want to be robbed by your children because you don't know how to handle your children, because you set up there, opened your legs. My son is downstairs, my grandson's asleep, okay, and he's only one, right? So that's why I'm talking like this. Anyway, so you opened your legs and you let that man do what he do inside of you. So you shouldn't have had the child if you didn't want it. If you didn't want him or her, you shouldn't have had a child, or you should have gave the child up for adoption. Allow somebody else that a loving parent that wouldn't love them, because obviously you don't. And then the child, I don't know, they don't respect each other, and then the child running around in Pampers. I don't like seeing that. I think children should have shirts and pants on or something, at least a shirt or something. I don't like to see that. And then they just look like baby kids. Nobody want to look at that. It's just dysfunctional and it's just embarrassing. I'd be embarrassed when I look at these videos, because this is what other races see, and this is what other people, other nationalities and a lot of other people see. It just makes us look bad, and then we're judged because of slime balls like this. I'm just calling it slime ball.
Yeah,
And
well,
it's
but it's still real, and it's still what's going on. Regardless of what we call it. These if okay, somebody got me. They got the YouTube on. But I just want to focus more on these type of videos, even though we don't like them. But if we don't talk about it in a positive way, people are going to talk about it in a negative way.
And I just think that at some point in time, after this mother done seen this online and this done went viral, I hope that she look at this and be like, wow, I look really stupid. I look really
Right.
ignorant. And I hope the daughter's like, well, Mom, we look really ignorant as hell, Mama. Let's stop talking to each other like that. This is my wishful thinking. Sometimes I'm kind of, I don't know, tree hugging. I'm tree hugging right now, y'all.
They need therapy. They need therapy.
Yes,
I just
seriously.
think that we need to start looking into mental health a little bit more serious. Because we got 3 generations in that house. You got the mother and the mother kids, and now the grandson. And if you saw the grandson, his nerves is going to be bad, and he's going to might grow up to be aggressive because, as you see, he wants them to stop talking. He's like, mommy, and she get your son, that's your grandson. What are you talking about? You understand what I'm saying? She's talking about the little boy that that's not even her grandson. But boss ladies, we're gonna let a little bit more of this play, and then we'll do a little bit more commentary on it. Y'all stay right here.
I will mute on this mess, this craziness. Okay, let me mute.
Not cleaning. Get the fucking there, clean that motherfucking noodle, man. Don't make sense. Don't even want to pick up a broom or mop. Don't mop the floor. Don't do shit but talk shit to you in your house. That's all the fuck you do. You don't do shit. Then want to cry crocodile ass tears when somebody tell you to get your damn son from fucking up. Who does that? I've been cleaning this motherfucker up since I came back from the fucking store. While she's sitting up there on the phone gossiping with her ugly ass friend.
Not ugly.
I said, while you sitting on the phone gossiping with your ugly ass friends, bitch, I can repeat it. I can repeat it. You don't give no fuck about you and laugh, see how nasty your ass is. Lie, see how nasty you is. You don't want me to go show them where you sleep at in the area you sleep around.
Oh, Lord, don't do that. Hi, everybody.
I went down there and cleaned my whole basement up. This bitch got it nasty as hell again. You don't want me to go down there and embarrass your ass. Because I fucking will do it. I will do it. Motherfucker talking shit to you in your own house. Get your ass on some motherfucking well. Ride or die. Ride out, bitch. That's what you need to do. Since you want to talk shit, ride the fuck out. This is my motherfucking house. Mine. Alfreda fucking Murphy. That's what house this is. Not Olivia fucking May. Alfreda fucking Murphy. That's my house. Mine. You can't even pay not one of my goddamn bills. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing. She's 16 years old, bitch. She ain't got to pay no bill. She's a minor. She's 16 and got a fucking job. 16 years old with a fucking job. What about you? Wow. You just got a job. She got your ass in there. Get your ass up out of here. Wow. Talking all that shit. You can't talk no shit from me, bitch. This is mine. M-I-N-E-S, mine. Mine. I had my shit since I was 18 years old. What to say about you? You had yours for 7 months and got your ass out. My shit, I had my shit since I was 18 years old. Never went back to my motherfucking mama house. Never went back to my mama house. My mama had low income. She had it till the day she died. What about you? You ain't got shit. You ain't got a shit to pot, so piss a pot in. Not shit.
Ooh, I remember that saying.
Ain't got shit to piss a pot in. Talking shit to me in my own motherfucking house. Girl, get your fucking life. That's what you need to get your life, Olivia. Get your life.
Now that's my saying.
Tell your mama you want some water. She too busy. She on the phone. Who you talking to, bitch?
Uh-oh.
Who you talking to?
Uh-oh.
Olivia, you can pack up your little shit and you can just ride on. Call me another bitch. 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 Hit me. Call me another bitch. Call me another bitch. Call me another bitch. I bet you won't call me another bitch. You see what I do? I bet you won't call me another bitch. Call me a bitch. Get on my face. Call me another bitch. Call me another bitch. Sorry ass bitch.
Get out my face.
You're sorry bitch.
Are you serious?
Sorry.
Hold on.
Sorry bitch. Sorry bitch. You stay with me. Get out my house, Olivia. Get the fuck out. Call for your ride and get the fuck out of my house. Call for your ride and get the fuck out of my house. Call your ride and get the fuck out of my house. Call. Oh, how many diseases you got?
Ooh.
What disease I got? What disease I got? What? I ain't got no disease. Bitch, my pussy clean. What about yours? It stank. It stank. Okay, he fucked every time Dick and Harry. So fucking what? Why you want to fuck him? You want to fuck him?
Ooh.
You want to fuck him?
Oh my God.
Okay. Why you work? His stomach pad. So at least he can see his dick. He can see it. Find you some Olivia. Get the fuck out of my house. Get out my fucking house, Olivia. Get out. If I do something to you. You better find someone who's gonna pick your ass up because you gotta go. Talk it. Talk it. Talk it.
Tell your Facebook friend how you put a nigga before your fucking kids.
My nigga ain't got a goddamn thing. Bitch, you don't close no door here. This is my door. This mine. This mine.
Get out my face.
This mine.
No one will say nothing to me. If you a whole female and you put a fucking nigga before your
What
fucking kids.
What Raymond got to do with you? What Raymond got to do with you? What Raymond got to do with you picking up behind your child? What do he got to do from you picking up behind your child? Raymond ain't got nothing to do with none of these conversations. So don't bring him in it. Raymond ain't got nothing to do with the conversation. Raymond ain't got nothing to do with the conversation. You ain't said shit, but you still standing in my house, in my washroom. You still standing in my house.
I surely am.
You still standing in my house.
Surely am.
Find somebody to come and get you a little because you got to ride out. You got to go, girl. I'm serious than a motherfucker. You're not going to sit up and call me all kind of bitches and think you finna stay in my house. That's what you is. I see you as I see it, a bitch.
Okay, and I see it as I see it too, a bitch.
Okay, and you the dirtiest bitch I ever seen.
And you are the pettiest.
Yes, I sure am.
Nasty ass.
Hurry up and get your stuff.
Mother ass bitch. That's what you are. If someone makes you a bitch.
I've been to knock all her teeth out. Darn, I've been to knock all her teeth out. She leaving with no teeth. I don't give a fuck. She leaving with no teeth.
Oh, now she
Whoop her ass. Whoop her ass. Whoop her ass. Get her.
Get up and get up.
Don't ever in your fucking life, hit me with no fucking phone. Ever in my fucking life. Hit me with no fucking phone. Hit me with no fucking phone.
Baby crying.
Don't ever in your fucking life, put your fucking hands up on me.
Tell like that.
Tell like
that, bitch.
And that's why you fucking miss every
Oh, bitch, I was fucking you up in that tub. Use the tub hole today. The tub hole today. What's wrong with my phone?
Baby. Poor baby. I'm crying for the baby.
Put that fuck in the wash. I can replace that. Bitch, I fucked you up. Olivia, I'll beat the fuck out you with the pole.
Oh my dad, Brittany, Arlene Jackson had you to fucking hit me with that phone.
Todd, what's wrong with my phone?
Oh, stop fucking calling me. I don't want to talk to your ass.
You just broke your camera. I don't give a fuck. I can replace it. Hell, you broke it. I can replace anything on mine.
I can too.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Find you somewhere to go. You gotta go.
Stop talking to me.
You got to get out of my house. I'm gonna call the police and have them escort you up out of here. You got to go.
Woo, Jesus.
You don't give no fuck about you and
Oh my God, I'm crying for the baby.
Yeah.
I'm crying for. My heart is so out for this baby. Oh my. All right, we're gonna start with a brown girl Bella, and then we're gonna go to Boss Lady Mathis, because you're the first one that's in here. Sound off, brown girl Bella.
Listen. I do not condone beating this child's behind in front of the baby, but I would have certainly dragged her tail outside and whipped her behind like she deserved to be whooped. Because this makes no sense to me. You are so disrespectful to a person who is responsible for you breathing, let alone having food and shelter for you and your child. How dare you? How dare you? I gotta go because I gotta go take Brooklyn to the groomers. But girl, this was so good.
Well, stay tuned tomorrow, 1:30. We're gonna have another one like this.
All right,
nice meeting you, brown girl.
Take
All
it
right,
easy, everybody.
Thank you, sis. Appreciate you coming up. Boss Lady, you the elder here. You are the elder.
Honey,
my God.
look here. Now, The mother sounds really fed up, and she looks like she's a nice woman that's taking really good care of her family. She has a nice place. She don't look slouchy. She don't look like she's cheap. She don't look like she's messy. She look like she really takes good care of her family.
And that's a nice
The
house.
Yeah, that's a nice house.
Nice and big.
Big house. She's, look like she buying them what they need. The girls look like they very well clothed. Didn't nobody, her baby, the little baby was the only one that didn't have no clothes on,
Mm,
you
mm,
know?
mm,
And
mm,
that's a
mm.
shame in the whole house. And she's sitting up here steadily talking mess, but not moving to put the baby on no clothes. Seemed like that would be the first thing you would move to do. Seemed like she would move to grab the baby and be, comforting him. He's screaming and stuff, and she's not even comforting him. How tragic is that? The baby is who needs to be comforted, whilst whatever is going on, you arguing with your mom. Okay, I get it. But your responsibility is your baby. She should have been comforting that baby. She, like the mama said, tell your mama to give you some water. She should have went and took the baby's hand and went and got him some water. She should have went and took him in the room, put him some clothes on. She could have
And
still
she,
been talking, running her mouth if that's what she
mm-hmm.
wanted to do. Because she was still running her mouth. But at the same time, be moving your behind. She wasn't doing nothing.
And
Still.
then the mother said, oh, hello to everybody's coming in. I am reading all of you guys' comments. Yes, I am. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel and you like to subscribe to the channel, please hit that subscribe channel right now. Hit the subscribe channel and join the family. She can't stay. Honey, I wouldn't at this point as a mother tell you the truth. Because see me, I don't do all that arguing, especially with no child like mine. And I don't mean
Well,
my child, but I'm talking about
I think the
I.
lady was just fed up. The lady sound fed up. She
So
don't.
then it's time to take action. Now it's time to shut up, wait till she go out, pack her stuff, and lock your doors. Or she should have had the cops come escort that young lady out. That went too far. And at this point, they both are adults. Who's the mother? Who's the child?
Well, you can't
You
say what
know,
happened when you get fed up. You never know how you feel. The lady was at her breaking point, and she just didn't know, what to do. Then she looked like she about 35 or so or something like that, 36 somewhere in there. And she probably just figured, well, I'm gonna record you because you nasty up in the house and being nasty. Didn't even know it was gonna go that far. Probably she probably was
and
just
then
gonna record her being nasty in the house.
And then the daughter had the audacity to say, well, you put a man before us. Hello, if I put that man before you, why are you back in my house with a kid? You back in my house with a kid, but I put a man before you.
That was really silly of her. That just
But
showed
that
her immaturity right there. And you have the nerve to have a child and you showing your immaturity by saying something that damn stupid. But she
some,
wasn't doing anything. All she was doing was sitting there playing with that phone. That baby was screaming, 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 and the screaming of the baby was her fault because she was not doing anything. The baby was saying, "Mama, mama, 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 mama," and that girl was not moving. That
mm,
was a
mm, mm,
shame.
mm,
That's pitiful. The grandmother should have slammed her out the door and kept the baby in the house.
That's all I gotta
That's
keep
what
saying is
That's what I would have did. I would have threw her out and I would have kept the baby. I would have slammed her out the front door and I would have kept the baby in the house with me because she's not responsible because she did not even respond to the baby. And the mama kept saying, your baby is talking to you. Your baby wants some water. Your baby this, your baby that. And she still didn't respond. So, okay, you not responding to your baby. You ain't took care of him all day. Okay, well then he
mm-hmm,
can stay here and you gotta go. You ain't
mm-mm,
got nowhere to take
mm,
him anyway. So you ain't got nowhere to take him, so you gotta go anyway. How about that?
mm, 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 mm. Whoa, I mean, this is my heart go out for that little baby so bad, because now he's going to grow up to be an aggressor. Now he's going to grow up to be an aggressor. So, oh goodness gracious. And it's like other videos like this.
Actually, I wouldn't say an aggressor. I would say he's going to be insecure because of the simple fact that when that was going on, his mother didn't give him any comfort. You know, she just ignored him, so he's going to be insecure.
That's why he's not going to have. I mean by aggressor is he's not going to have respect for women. He's not. He's not going to have respect for women. He's going to talk to women the same way he heard that was talked in that household. And being that he's not being showing no love from a woman, he's going to treat a woman the way the first woman treated him. You know, if you saw the beginning of the video, it stated that, you know, she feeds him when she want to feed him. She leaves his stuff dirty. She doesn't wipe down the table. She really absolutely doesn't do anything. So which means everything comes before that. She was not ready to be a mother. And then she says, oh, my baby good, my baby good. And the mother trying to figure out how your baby good. You ain't got no money. You in my house. You ain't got no job. But these are lessons. See, this is where I say we mess up as parents, because you expect for your kids to snap into maturity when you never taught them the ropes.
Well, that lady looked like she taught her. No, that lady taught her very well. She knew she just didn't have no business having no baby. That lady taught her. That lady had other daughters that was there, and they were cleaning up and they were picking up and everything. That lady taught her.
She got pissed off, but you got to remember, we don't know how far the age gap is with the other kids. And
they were teenagers. They looked at like the one looked at like 16, 15 and stuff like that. But the thing of it is, at least they did start cleaning up. She didn't start cleaning up or anything. All she did was start talking mess. Those other girls started cleaning up.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that something took place to whereas either she was too busy doing herself, she never checked her daughter to even think that it's okay to talk back to her. She felt somewhere down the line. She felt at some point when her daughter probably gave her that first roll her eye or that first lip, maybe she didn't pop in that mouth. Maybe, you know, mother was tending to men.
She let her get away with it. Let her get away with it too many times.
She let her get to now to the point. It's the boiling point. It boils over. This don't happen overnight, and you just not fed up now that that girl. You could tell she's always been this. She's always disrespectful. So you felt when she was young. You felt, and it's okay to say I felt. Women have to own up to they shit too. You know, maybe the point of maybe her fault, the baby daddy humped and bumped and left her. She got stuck with that kid. Now she had to do everything because frustration, people don't understand. Pipes.
I don't think that's the case though. I think the mother is she's doing a phenomenal job. I really do.
Yeah, but the daughter already explained you were the man who dogged you out and screw everything, but you're still with this man. So look at what she's teaching her daughter. It's okay to be with a no good man. Long as he come home and give you some sex, it's okay that he go out there and sex everybody. Because she made sure her mother, so the other kids see that too. The other kid, that's why she keeps saying, you keep bringing that man name up. Then that means that man is a problem. And you keeping that problem, which means we don't know what them kids probably heard a lot about that man. But that's who their mother choose to be with and bringing that in that household with them in that household. That's not a good, that's why I said she got to admit she failed. And it could have been because of pressure of being alone. That could have been from a pressure of being a single mother. That could have been a pressure of even being a good mother could make you fail. Because women do certain things when when they are lonely. They make mistakes when they are lonely. They pick the wrong men when they are lonely.
True.
You know, some women cannot fathom being by themselves. So they'll go for any old. The kids see this.
Well,
So
at least she don't have him living in the house with him. You know, she just have him as a boyfriend. At least she don't have him living there. You
it
know,
never
I can see
stated.
it.
It never stated if he doesn't live there or not, because she said he pays the bills. I don't know if you saw the beginning. She
Yeah.
was like, well, other men you think gonna come in here and pay the bills. So he must be staying there. He paying the bills. I'm not gonna be staying in my own house and paying the bills for you, your kids, and your grandkids,
No, I've had men pay my bills and not live with me.
and for everybody in the household. How many kids
Yeah.
you have, and grandkids?
Yeah. Whoever living that pay my bills, I'd have men pay my bills and have their own house and pay my bills, and that's how we
Paying for
doing it.
what I'm saying, paying for the whole household, and on top of that, was he out there screwing everybody?
I don't know what he was doing.
What they know what he's doing. So the mother is showing them indirectly, I have no respect for myself. I'm settling.
Yeah, the
So
mama
that,
probably got low self-esteem.
right, that's what I'm saying. That doesn't take away from her. That's no, it is her daughter's business because it's in her face. You understand what I'm saying? It is in her face. You don't know how she could have been screwed. He could have screwed all her friends and everything. That doesn't give her the right to disrespect her mother. It doesn't give her the right to say what she said to her mother. But the mother has to take blame and say, you know what, I need to do better. I need to do better. I need to, first of all, get rid of this cheat. Because remember, she said, yeah, he's screwing every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You want some too? Come on. Come on, lady. And then you tape this whole thing. You got a lot of parents now that's taping these things. That's dysfunctional in itself. But I'm glad this is coming to light.
Well, I've
Like I
never
said,
been. I never been the type of female to worry about who a man is screwing or what he doing with somebody else and all that. You know, if
that's
he got
because
another.
it's not interfering in your household, but it's interfering in her household. So
Yeah.
you can't put what you do with what they do. Because personally, me, I'm like you. I care but don't care because I don't want nothing I wasn't born with. But but it's interfering her household. That is being thrown back in her face. See, he's not interfering in your household. Or you know, when you see him, you have a good time, you pay these bills, okay, we good. What you do is your business. It's not, but it's interfering her household. This is just a glimpse of what could be going on every single day and what they see every single day. That mother needs therapy and that child needs therapy, and she also needs to be kicked out. You also need to, if you feel that way, even if I am dealing with a no good man, I'm gonna keep my no good man, but it's time, you're grown. It's time for you to be grown at your own house.
She need to send her daughter to a shelter where they can
She
monitor
did.
her and
She
show her
did.
daughter. Yeah, show her that they can
She did.
have her daughter get on a program.
She did. You didn't hear the mother say you only lasted there 7 months and they kicked you out.
That's sad. That was sad.
The mother is frustrated because, yeah, she's frustrated. Yeah, she's frustrated. But the fact of the matter is, what we have to understand is that's both of them are dysfunctional. The both of them need to both of them need therapy. The mother has to go back to her childhood and see where all of this came from. Because now it's just transferred to that baby, which is a whole nother generation. He was ignored the whole time this was going on by two adults. This baby has been ignored. And the baby itself tried to go to the mother. If you would have seen in the beginning, he tried to go to the mother and then make sure the mother tried to throw the mother off. The mother stayed on the phone. Then he tried to throw the grandmother off and went to the grandmother. That's why he asked the grandmother for the water, because the baby's smart. The baby's smart. Don't think these kids are not smart. The baby's smart. So he went to both of them asking them for something, hoping that he'll stop the argument and they'll stop and do a request from him. But neither one of them took the bait, and they kept on arguing to the point that they started fighting.
Yeah. It's sad. It's really sad that it had to be put out there like that. Now, well, hopefully this will lead them to getting more help.
Well, the first thing that's going to lead them to getting more help is she will have to be out of my house. Then we could get all the help we need when her stuff is packed and gone, right? Because I could not be a mother and live. I could not be a mother and live in a house with a disrespectful child. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Nope.
I know how Lisa Osborne, my daughter called herself raising her hand to me, and I body slammed her down so hard, and I lost my mind. I body slammed her ass, and I beat her. My oldest daughter told her to stop swinging. She was still trying to swing, and my oldest daughter got her and saved her ass, because I was going to mutilate her ass. This is my youngest. And see, both of my daughters is Tauruses. My birthday is April 24th, and my oldest daughter is April 25th, and my youngest daughter is April 22nd. So we're all Tauruses. So they're, yeah.
Bull.
Yeah, but the youngest one is the only one that ever really gave you, too much of a problem.
I mean, but all your kids try you, because either the estrogen kicks in and they smell themselves, as we call it back in the days, or the testosterone kicks in if it's a boy, and again they smelling themselves. So we all going to get tested, and we all thought that we could test our parents. So that's a part of life. And then it doesn't take away that the pressure is there, because as we see, nobody daddies is there. Nobody daddies is there. None of them. Nobody could pick up and say, I'm gonna call your father. That's why I say I blame mother and the father. When I see stuff like this,
what is the the girl's father. The girl couldn't call the baby's father. Nobody call no one's father.
I wouldn't dream of raising my hand to my mother. Exactly. My mother 5'1" and roaring lion. I'm 5'9" and no better. Okay, Lisa. Okay. And your son is a Taurus too. This whole page is Tauruses, I'm telling you. Like all the Tauruses find themselves to this page. I'm gonna rename this page the Taurus page.
I know the Suge love Taurus life.
I know, right? Hey, that's like, come on, I'm stuck with y'all bulls. Hey, I love y'all bulls, though. I love you. But like I said, we have to do better. We have to do better as a people. Like I'm gonna start like at 9:30. I'll probably do nature boy stuff. But in daytime, I want to daytime or switch up the time.
Oh, you're gonna do the one about him talking to what is that girl name? Pumpkin or what was her name?
Weezy.
The light skinned girl.
Wheezy.
Yeah, I think no, it's a light skinned girl. He's sitting there having a one-on-one when he's telling her about how he know he's a dog and he know he's a narcissist and all this. What's her name? Sugar Plum or
Well, we're not talking about this word right now, but I'll look for that one. I don't know which one I'm
okay.
gonna do. I go whichever the spirit leads me. So
Okay, because that's gonna be a good one to do, girl. You gonna be falling on the ground because this dude is so fake and phony. He is putting on airs. Oh my goodness.
all right. What channel was that on? Do you remember?
The T.
All right, so we're gonna leave that there. So that's is it the fake love one?
I'm not for sure. Let me see.
Are they outside?
No, he's having a Bigo. It was a oh no, it was a Bigo one.
Is that the one with Jaguar White?
Yes.
All right, I've seen that one. They was playing that one. I don't know which one I'm going to play, but I'm going to play. You know, I always play 2 in 1 anyway. But guys, this video is finished. This video is finished. Hey, Miss Gemini, I'm surprised, Miss Gemini, you ain't switched to your. You better get in contact with your other twin in your head, the real mean one, Lisa. You got a mean side to you too that go crazy. You better go speak to that other twin that's in your head and let that twin out. You better go let that twin out and go cray cray. Go cray cray up in this place, baby. They don't know who they messing with when you're dealing with a gem.
My
You just
son's a
been
Gemini.
you just been keeping that other twin locked up. Let that twin out. They've been a tear ish up. They would tear it up. Tear it up. Let it out.
All right, Miss Tony. I'll be talking to you later.
All right. Thank you, the mother of the channel. Thank you, mother love.
Peace,
Okay,
love.
one kid with $3,000. Okay, Yum Candy. What about Yum Candy? What about Yum Candy? I wouldn't dream of raising my hand. I heard the daughter is 20. Yes. Thanks everyone for supporting the channel. Thank you, Original Shrimp. Don't forget, if you haven't hit that like, hit that like. And if you are not subscribed to the channel and you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. We always bring in the tea, the coffee, and the wine. And if you dehydrated, we got some water on the side. Man, that child was traumatized. Yes, she cannot stay with me, period. No, ma'am. Hey, Lily Mama, how you doing? Lisa Osborne, how you doing? They don't care. They entitled. Take all her stuff and throw it outside. Man, listen. Man, listen. That's who they. Oh, okay. Okay. But this one is finished. And we will do some more discussions like this. We're going to be doing all types of stuff. So I catch you guys later on tonight, maybe about 7 o'clock. I catch you guys tonight, and you have a great one. And thank you all for coming in here. Peace. Peace out.